Goldeneye 007 is now on Nintendo Switch, and it's freaking awesome. But there are a couple of changes you'll probably want to make so that it looks and plays even better. First, you have to turn on the widescreen mode so that you're not stuck playing in the old school 4x3 mode. Because even though this is the first Nintendo 64 game to support widescreen on Nintendo Switch Online, it's not turned on by default. Thankfully, it's an easy fix. All you have to do is hit pause to go to the watch screen, scroll over to the options menu, then select ratio, and change it from normal to 16:9. And voila! The gameplay is now in widescreen, perfect for your TV. And don't worry, it's not the fake super stretch kind, but an honest-to-God wider viewpoint. And guess what? This works in split-screen multiplayer too, as long as you play on the same file. Just be aware that the menus unfortunately will still appear in 4x3. But hey, how much time do you really spend on them anyway? Second, you may want to fix the controls on Nintendo Switch, at least if you're playing with a Pro Controller or Joy-Cons. Because while the Switch's Nintendo 64 controller works perfectly for the game if you have one, everything else feels pretty terrible due to the antiquated control scheme that only uses a single control stick. But guess what? You can actually fix this too, although the process is a bit more complicated. First, you'll want to change the controls to the 1.2 solitaire option via the pause menu. And while you're here, you may want to go ahead and uninvert the controls if you prefer by changing them from reverse to upright. By changing the controls to 1.2, the aiming and movement will both be mapped to the control sticks, which is awesome! Except they're mapped in the reverse order of what you'd expect, with aiming being on the left stick and movement on the right.
That's no good!
So to fix this, we'll need to dive into the Switch's system settings themselves to remap them. Once there, scroll down to controllers and sensors and choose change button mapping. Then select the controller you're using, change, and then choose control stick settings at the bottom. Now, just toggle both control stick options to on, which will swap the functions of both control sticks. And presto! You can now move and shoot with the left and right control sticks respectively, just like any modern shooter. And it feels amazing. But to enhance it even further, you may also want to remap ZR to ZL on the main remapping screen so that you can shoot with the right trigger instead. And you may now also want to swap ZL to L in order to have manual aiming on the other trigger. Once you have it all set up, don't forget to save your new preset with a custom title like Goldeneye, so you don't forget to swap back to the normal controls for every other non-Goldeneye game. As if you'll need any other games besides Goldeneye. Oh, and while the gameplay is absolutely awesome this way, don't forget that you'll now need to use the right control stick to move the cursor around on the menus. Hey, it's a small price to pay for a playable game. And there you have it everyone, we just made Goldeneye 007 on Nintendo Switch even better. We hope you enjoyed the new and improved version. And with that, we'll catch you later. Bye everyone!